Hello? Oh, okay, got it. Hey y'all! Woo, my name is Yasmine Vaughn. I am so excited to be here. When I was asked, I was like, thank you, Lord. But then I started praying about just radiant and forward. And I started thinking about a time I got stuck, and why I got stuck. And I don't have a title for you today, I have a testimony. I'm excited to share a little bit about me, be overcome by the blood and the words of our testimony. And so when I prayed for the event, there is freedom in this room. It is fun, it is beautiful, but there is freedom in this room. There is life in this room, and there is forward movement in this room. So, outside of me, let God do what he's gonna do tonight, because the enemy tried to take me out before I got here, but I made it. All my life, I've been told to act like a lady. The way I walk, the way I sneeze, cross my legs at the ankles, not the knees. Oh, and we are quiet and meek, confused because everything in me wanted to shout and scream, and the more that they talked, the more that it seemed that I was the opposite of what a lady was supposed to be. You see, my ladylike seemed to mature a little different. There was a swagger on mine that didn't always fit in dresses, and too often I was told that my ladylike was a bit too aggressive. So I suppressed it, just like they said, so nobody could see, and just sat and dreamed to one day be like the women who paved the way for these not so ladylike feet that seemed too different to fill any shoes that had wandered down my life street. And before I ever read Proverbs 31, I knew that God must have saved his first mistake for me. So as I stared down at these hands that couldn't quite grasp life, I decided to not even try. Just stick to the plan. Go to school, go to work, settle in, find a man. Don't make too much noise, and don't do too much. But between me and you, I got stuck. Because I allowed the world to convince me that my ladylike wasn't enough. Until one day a voice came amongst the mundane and whispered in my ear a story about how I was his workmanship and he wanted it back for his glory, that he handcrafted me just how he wanted me to function, that there is beauty in the mundane, but baby, I am. You are a princess. We are descendants of Deborah. There is a generation waiting on us to lead. Our power shackled by the misdirection of Pharisees. God never wanted perfection. He just wanted you. He just wanted me. Then he breathed life back into these dry bones. And this time, my ladylike knew exactly who designed her. She knew whose and who she was, and no longer did my ladylike have to fight. But she wanted to, because breaking down generational walls requires a battle or two. There is freedom locked inside of you, ladylike. Prison doors in the hands of angels. You are called to break chains and bring freedom to the captives, restore sight to the blind, and still make it to cheer practice. Your ladylike holds the keys to life. You have hips that birth purpose, nations and generations. Rahab's, Hannah's, Isaac's, David's. Yes, I said Rahab. We don't always get it right the first time, but God will still use us. Hey. The words your ladylike speaks move mountain and cause bleeding hearts to beat. Like Esther, you have an audience with the king. Like Mary, you have the faith to believe. Like Ruth, this is a season, not defeat. Your ladylike is a seamstress, weaving together heaven and earth. People and purpose are ladylike men's. From all the pain, God taught me how to put myself and others back together in his hands. Your ladylike is worthy. It will no longer be downplayed, degraded, neglected, or disrespected. Your hopes and dreams don't need permission. You have been backed by all of heaven. Your ladylike is worthy. You will no longer be downplayed, degraded, neglected, or disrespected. Your hopes and dreams don't need permission. You have been backed by all of heaven. So let this day be a line in the sand. The first day of your new beginning. Life no longer has permission to silence the call of heaven. We need you. I need you. The world needs you. God doesn't care where you've been. He knows exactly where you're going. Now that we all remember who we are, let's lock arms. Let's move forward. I love you guys.